Hey guys, Technivores here. Just got back from a long weekend. It was the wife's family reunion, so as you can imagine, I'm a little tired. But if I seem out of it, that's why. Today we're going to be working on printing the cable chains for our Ender 3 because I have yet to do that, and my cables keep trying to mash up in between the bed and the motor. I'll show you a picture, and then we'll jump right into it. Alright guys, so I've got Kira open here. I also have a parts diagram which I'll put up on the screen here in a minute, but for now I'm going to show you that we are currently printing 3 links. Okay, this part here is called Cable Chain Link Cover version 2. There are 3 of those. And this part here is called Cable Chain Link version 3. Okay, and there are 3 of those. You can see them here. These will close over the top and the bottom of the cables. Basically, the bigger parts will slide into each other, the hole to the notch, and then these will clip on over the cables once they're through the ribbon. So the other parts that I'm printing, and this is only for the bed. We're just doing the cables for the bed in this run. I'm not sure if I'm going to do the X cables that they have, because I don't really think that I need those. As you can see from the picture I put up earlier, I am having some issues with my bed backing into my cables because of their original position, but those are the heated bed cables, so we're going to take care of that problem, and if that fixes it, we won't have to worry about it. So there is this part right here, and these other 2 pieces that you see are parts of the mount. Okay, this is called the cable chain bed corner cover, and this is called cable chain bed corner, and these basically clamp down onto the corner where the cables attach to the bed, and I will show you that when we put this all together. This other piece is called cable chain 40 mount side, and it is actually made to slide into the V slot on the left hand side, basically below where the cable comes out, and that will mount it there. And these 2 pieces are what keeps your cable rigid and in a line, basically, instead of able to flop back and forth as the bed moves. So we're going to print these out, and I will show you the assembly, so stay tuned. Alright, real quick before we get into the actual assembly of this item, or actually because I'm not done printing it yet, let's go over this diagram. This diagram is going to show you all the pieces and what they're labeled. That way you can find, if you say you just wanted to do the X cable, or if you want to do both of them, you can find the pieces in the files that you downloaded. They do kind of have some long names, which is fine. At least they're identifiable. If you look here, we're going to be printing this blue piece and this red piece. They're the clamps that clamp it to the bed, as I said, and this purple piece as well. Now, this is this piece right here, and as you can see, it does slide into the V slot and mount right there, which is exactly what we want. And that will keep this cable in a vertical line, basically keeping it on top of itself instead of letting it turn sideways into that motor, which is basically right here, like I showed you in the picture earlier. So we may come back later and print this piece. We may not. And I know a lot of you are noticing that I said I'm only printing 3 links at the moment. Well, that's on this printer. I do have my other printer going as well, and that's printing the other 12 links that we're going to need because it takes 15 to do the bed. So once both of these machines are done running, we will start the disassembly of the back and start snapping the pieces together and putting everything together. So, alright, so we finished up some printing. I have my main length of chain here. I did leave a couple pieces off so I could show you exactly how they clip together. It's pretty simple. Like I said, it's kind of a notch and groove kind of situation. So basically, you'll line up the notched end, that's this guy here with the little nubs, to the grooved end, which is actually a hole, I guess. It's a socket. And basically, you just pop them on. Now, it does say in the directions when you're making these, a little bit higher temperature will make the part a little bit more durable if you're using PLA to keep from snapping it. After we get all 15 pieces here together. You can see it articulates, which is what we're looking for, but doesn't deviate from that that line there, so it'll keep it out of the bed. The other piece we're going to need is our V-slot guide. Okay. And just so you know, while we're talking now, I did decide to print the other side. So we're going to assemble the bed part, and then we will do the other part on this video as well. So this little V-slot guide here has bumps on it that will slip into the grooves. So that's good to go. Okay. Make sure the inside of your channel is facing down and that you're placing the V-slot side on your right-hand side, because this is going to plug into the top and you want the cable to ride in there. The other part is this piece here, and that simply pops on as well. And this piece is going to clip into this piece, which we're going to have to take the bed off in order to place it. So we'll have to pop a little screw there, the height adjustment wheel, and then we will pop that on there, and I'll show you. Alright, I'm having a little issues. My camera keeps quitting on me after about a minute. I don't know if I'm running out of space or what, but I'm going to make this short and sweet. Basically, we've decided to clip this cable out of the way. Okay, so what we've done is we've loosened all 4 wheels and removed this wheel completely from the bed leveling system. Okay, and at that point, you can lift the bed up. This is the original connector that was on there. It is a clip. Okay, it just pops right off the top. And then this will come out once you lift the screw above the base. Then you're going to replace the yellow base that we printed, not necessarily yellow, but in my case it's yellow. And then go ahead and snap the top part onto that and make sure that the cable is laced through there. The final part of this process involves taking these cover clips and clipping them in so that the line remains secure there as the bed moves. I am going to place them in every piece here, but I'm going to go ahead and pause the video, and we'll jump back on it in a minute and fire this guy up. And I'm going to go ahead and clip the rest of these guys on, and then we will fire this guy up and make sure that the cord is now staying. The other thing I wanted to mention real quick before we jump over to actually testing this is that if you look here, this end cap comes off pretty easily. This piece snaps right in, but if you need to remove it, definitely take the end cap off and slide it out, because the flanges on there are a little bit bigger than the flanges on the actual chain links, and they might break if you yank on them too hard to get them out of there. Alright, so there you have it. Our chain is in place. When I move the bed, it tends to stay right where we want it to stay. We are going to run a test while moving the bed with the motor and make sure that we are properly aligned. So to do that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here. I'm going to go to prepare, move axis, and we are looking to, I'm going to hit move 1 millimeter, and we're looking to move the Y. And I can move it back and forth. Perfectly fine like that. If I back it all the way up, you can see I don't have anything in between my bed and my motor anymore, which makes me happy. Stay tuned for part 2 of this, where we'll put the X-axis chain on, and that'll be available probably tomorrow. So thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like, hit that subscribe button, and of course don't forget to ring the bell for notifications. We are always putting out new videos. Tend to put out videos every weekday, and don't forget to check back on Friday for the weekly wind-up, where we go over all the videos that we did and make sure that you didn't miss anything. Thanks, guys.